Vadiyar. He said the language that he knows, Telugu is one of the sweetest language. Unfortunately, I could not able to speak in Telugu, but I will try to speak in English. Maybe after Suresh maybe give you a gist. And first of all, I thank Lely Suresh and the team and the leaders in the dais, leaders in the audience, and my first thank you and for the opportunity. Because it's long topic and you have been waiting from the morning, I don't want to take much of your time. Just a few things which come to mind when Lely Suresh called me even before he drafted this booklet. It's very well written, concise and precious booklet on why forum like this is required. Whether the Dalit community or scheduled caste communities lack the leadership. Whether we have a lack of leadership? No. We have plenty of leaders. In a way, each and everyone is a leader himself or herself. But the problem, what kind of a leadership? And what for the leadership? That is the question. For which forum like this require for conscientizing the mind and the body. Earlier speaker mentioned about Baba Saheb Ambedkar. People only talk about Baba Saheb Ambedkar life or life history, but hardly they understood the message and the ideology of Baba Saheb Ambedkar. It's true. We give more iconization of politics, hero worship, but we don't give adequate importance to ideology. Adequate importance to ideology which lacks, which includes the leaders also. It's not only people are not having knowledge. People, in a way, organic people, they know by way in which they understood the agony and pain and the everyday materiality. So, the leadership today, we have a plenty of leadership. For example, as Constanamji has succeeded in electoral politics some extent, but today, what happened? Why BSP could not make much inroad or much progress after some time? And similarly, across India, we have leaders, but we have leadership with the ideology, leadership with the conviction, leadership with the mind of the ideology inculcated by Baba Saheb Ambedkar. We never internalize, our leaders never internalize Baba Saheb Ambedkar's life and the ideology. We are only worshipping, we are only portraying, we are pricing. No, Ambedkar never ever wanted such a kind of leaders, such a kind of attitude and behavior. In a way, hero worship is very detrimental for the democracy. Bhakti in religion may be lead to salvation. Bhakti in religion may be lead to salvation. Bhakti in politics surely lead to the destruction of a democracy. Today, how many of our leaders allow people to ask a question? How many of people are allowed to engage common people and conversation? No. Do what I say. Follow me. That's the leadership now we have across India. And that is where forces like BJP and RSS can come. Because one of the very pioneer book, 2012, the world most influential Marxist, Perry Anderson, wrote Indian Ideology. And the central question of the book he takes that how come multi-language, multi-religion, multi-culture and multi-region, everything is diverse. In such a diverse, multi-religious and multicultural society, voted for power a single language, single nation and one religion, one nation and everything. It's a completely contradiction. Why it happened? Because Lily Suresh rightly brought in the booklet, pre-Ambedkar and post-Ambedkar movement and post-Ambedkar politics. But pre-Ambedkar politics is people who are, whatever they earn, hard-earned money, dedicated for the community development. Today, politics is used for the livelihood, not the people's development. Politics is used for across the party, not only Dalit parties. All the party now is how to loot the public money, how to cheat the people. And this is a democracy. This is what we need, a leadership forum like this. Because we need to conscientize what is politics. Politics decides our future. We should decide what is our politics should be. But we are not politicized. What we have been done is party politics. Talking about Congress, BJP, Communist or VCK or any other. This is not a politics. Politics, people should know how 1 rupee we earn, how 1 rupee we spend, how government 1 rupee earn, how government gives to the 1 rupee, how government spends the 1 rupee. Who decides the fees, who decides the need, who decides the recruitment, who decides whom to allot what. 3-4 years back, economically weaker section, EWS, reservation for EWS. It's one of the anti-constitution bill and anti-constitution law. We have 120 MPs, SC, ST, reserve constituency. And along with OBC MPs, you might have more than 300 MPs in the parliament. How dare they bring this bill and implemented within 24 hours the bill was passed and 24 hours the amendment was implemented. Where are our leaders? Where are our representatives? Because they are not trained in the mind, in the way in which Baba Saheb Ambedkar demanded for the commitment. People need such a leadership, uncompromising conviction. We have no leader like that. Today, after UP, after Uttar Pradesh, Tamil Nadu is an anti-Dalit state. And the DNK is an anti-Dalit party. Every day and other, because nowhere in the country will find drinking water tank was contaminated by the human shit, Gangai oil. More than that crime, the DNK government charges the same people have done contaminated the water tank and arrested 3 people. Same Dalit, after 1.5 years of investigation. Our leaders, our parties are mute spectator in Tamil Nadu. And bill which is brought after the long struggle, that SC/ST sub-plan, But SCST sub-plan, today the budget in Tamil Nadu, not even 5% is allocated to the Dalit development. It's supposed to be a 20% total budget. But there is no voice. There is no voice. We need to bargain. We need to bargain with the power. We need a power to bargain for the betterment of the community, betterment of the people. Down the line, another 10 or 5 years, 5 to 10 years, Dalits are going to be a backward. Dalits are going to be the world 100 years back. Why? Education is privatized. Employment is completely sinking. Healthcare is completely privatized. No job. Now, even after PhD, after the engineering, doctor, we have no job opportunities. All are contractual. 25,000 for a doctor, 15,000 for a college lecturer, 15,000 for a staff nurse. All of the job are completely privatized, and the state allowed to exploit the human labor. Who will speak for? Who is the human labor? Who is the laboring class? Most of the landless agriculture workers are Dalits, and also most backward community. And what is the state delivering for their welfare? Nothing. Our children's education in a big stake. Employment is in a big stake. We all made to worship the leader. We all made to do this, because I'll complete another 2 minutes. In 1991, because there are several landmarks in the history impacted society for anything, such as Mandal Commission implementation, which created a huge aura of discourse on caste. Before, caste is completely confined to SC/ST reservation or some extent atrocity. But Mandal Commission created understanding for nuanced understanding of caste, both negative and positive. Second, demolition of Babar Masjid is a historic. Demolition of Babar Masjid questioned the Indian secular fabric. Indian secular fabric was completely made a question mark after demolition. In the same time, 1991, Baba Saheb Ambedkar's centenary celebration, which provide a lot of aspirations, lot of aspiration, lot of energy. It opened up the floodgate of consciousness, Dalit consciousness. It created a hope. Down the line, 25 years now. 25, more than 25 years over after Baba Saheb Ambedkar centenary year is gone. Today, Dalit situation is completely grave and mute. Completely grave. There is no hope. Aspirations are completely snatched. Because why aspirations are snatched? Why our hopes are completely blackened? Because of lack of clear ideological principle politics. Clear trained ideological politics. Uncompromising leaderships. Lack of uncompromising leadership. Rhetoric, we don't need a rhetoric. We don't need a rhetoric, empty rhetoric. But empty rhetoric may be crowd pulling. What is a substance that provides the leadership? No substance. We need a substance politics. Politics of substance. Lacks. Completely lacks. For which this kind of forum is essential. And we need to engage. We need to allow conversation, dialogue. No monologue, no empty rhetoric. We need to politicize the people. We need to politicize not only people. We need to politicize the leader and political cadres. That is why initially Manvari Kansiram, I had opportunity meeting him and working him 3-4 times when I was doing my PhD JNU. So what he will do, cadre camp, he will literally take a class for cadres. Literally take a classes, lesson, what is politics, how politics should be played out, what is electoral politics, what is the party politics, how people be mobilized. How many political party today, how many leaders like Kansiramji are working or following him? 14 years with a cycle, traveled all over North India, taking 1 rupee, 5 rupees, 50 paisa from the common people. Commitment. BSP came to power not easy. This is a sheer labor, conviction, commitment, uncompromising commitment. However, today, what happened? Power come, and now it is maybe it will re-emerge, and we need to reorganize, re-emerge. So that is why the hope for 1991 Dalit politics, Baba Saheb Ambedkar centenary year gave is completely vanishing because of the leadership. Empty rhetoric leaders are emerging across the board, across the region, and which give the leverage for exploitation, denial, discrimination, and day in, day out atrocities against Dalits. Tamil Nadu tops second. Tamil Nadu tops second. Every other day, alternative day, you will have a completely, because people outside Tamil Nadu think that DNK is a very progressive social justice party, all this thing. All nonsense, humbug, frauds. Because of leadership, lack of our leadership, because of depoliticize the politics. How depoliticize the politics is another topic. I may not take much time, and because I can go on. Baba Saheb Ambedkar gave a clear-cut direction, clear-cut ideology, how democracy should be given, how democracy should be protected. He gave a 5 warning. There should not be a grave economic inequality. First and foremost, there should not be a grave economic inequality. In order to save your democracy, in order to save your politics. Second, there should not be any hero worship, heroine worship. Because hero-heroine worship will kill your rational thinking. Blind faith of the leader, blind faith on the party will kill. That is why today who is the leader in BJP? There are 2-3 leaders maybe, but every time who comes? Modi ji, 56 inches. 56 inches. So cult was created. Cult is detrimental to democracy. Then there should not be a partiality of treatment. There should not be a partiality of treatment. Fourth, there should not be a majoritarian tyrannism. There should not be any majoritarian tyranny. Because of Hindus or so-called Hindus are the majority in number, minority should be taken right, and minority should not be treated as a second citizen, or minority should not create a fear psychosis. Now it's all, whatever Baba Saheb said, warning, it's everything, and all the warning was not heeded by the political parties and the leader. I'm saying one political party, all the political party, including Congress and Communist. There should not be any partiality treatment because somebody comes with a coat and suit, or because somebody comes with a dhoti and labor class. The officials the bureaucrats, they should treat them equal. That is Baba Sahib Ambedkar 5 warning is gave in when he presented the Constituent Assembly, the Constitution. But we didn't follow, not even we didn't taken up such a warning, clear-cut warning even today. Rather, we are all using his portrait, we are all using his name and other things for our own welfare, selfish motive. With these words, unless until we come out with a ideologically committed, uncompromising political commitment if we have, and we need to politicize the people, we need to politicize the leadership itself, leader itself. Then only there could be a hope, there could be a aspiration we can meet. Thank you very much. Jai Bhim.
Thank you, Anna.